I live next door to Mormons.
Which I know is a really weird way to start a darts video, but just next door there's two young Mormon girls on a mission from America. And what this means is,
When they're on a mission, they can't talk to someone of the opposite gender without an adult of their gender being present. Which means they can't come round and tell me the dartboard is really noisy and driving them insane.
now it might actually surprise you that I do have a conscience, and because the Mormons can't physically come around my house and tell me how much the noise of the darts banging on the board every 2 minutes is doing the tits in, well, I've taken it upon myself to get one of these. This is a Winmau Wispa. And what a Wispa is, if you don't know, is a noise reduction system. All you do is drill it onto the wall, hang your dartboard off it, and it should reduce the noise of the darts hitting the board by up to 24 decibels. So today, I'm gonna give it a test, see if it really does reduce the sound of the darts hitting the board, and also, hopefully, the Mormons can get some peace and quiet.
I mic'd up the board because I wanted you to be able to see for yourself if the dartboard is actually quieter with the Wispa installed or not. So this is the dartboard without the Wispa installed. And as you can hear there, it's pretty loud how it is, but will the Wispa make much of a difference? So in this video I'm going to install the Wispa, showing you how to do it if you do buy one for yourself, and see at the end if it is any quieter or not. So I had to start off by taking my dartboard down. I took the Target Omni off first. If you don't know what an Omni is, it's a self-scoring system made by Target. It's not yet been released, but I will do a video on this as soon as it is released, so stay tuned for that. And once I got the board down, it was time to get the Wispa out of the box. So in the box you get all your screws, you get a little spanner and an Allen key. You also get this frame that goes onto the wall and this little plate thing that connects to the back of the board. You'll come to learn very quickly in this video that I'm absolutely terrible at DIY. So if I can build this, you can definitely do it. First thing I had to do was mark on the holes on the wall where I'll be drilling into so I could connect the surround ring here to the wall. I used the bracket from where I'd just taken the board off as a reference point, so I made sure them two wires crossed the bracket in the middle so I know the board will be sat at the right height, and then I just marked on where I need to drill into. And now for the manliest thing you'll ever see me do, drilling the holes in the wall. Like I said, I'm horrendous at DIY, and this is as close to being a real man as I get. I put the wall plugs in, these are all provided, the screws and the wall plugs and everything you need to provide with the Wispa, so that was nice and easy. And then I undid the bracket from where I'd used the board before. I then screwed the mount onto the wall, and you might say, why are you doing this with a screwdriver, not your drill? Well, this drill cost me about 30 quid and it's terrible, so it was quicker to do it with a screwdriver. And I can't tell you how nervous I was. I put these holes in the wall and I thought to myself, this might not fit now, but luckily it did, just about, which was a huge dub for me, because I can tell you now, if this would have gone wrong, I'd have thrown a tantrum and ended the video there and never even put the Wispa up. So luckily it all went together. And the final thing to do is tighten up these wires. You get a little Allen key and a little spanner to tighten them up with, and it says that they should have about 4 to 6 millimeters of movement, which to be honest means absolutely nothing to me, so I just tightened them pretty much as tight as I could and hope for the best. Now, because I've got a goat board and not a Winmau board, it didn't have marker points to put this plate on properly. So I had to mark a line down from where the 20 is so I could make sure that it was in line. You then have to mark up these outside red holes here, which you'll see. And that is where you put a rivet, dowel, I don't know what the word is. I'm not going to lie to you, it's currently 20 to 1 in the morning and I haven't got time to research what it's called. So we'll call it a rivet and I've done with it. But this will hold the plate to the back of the board. And also I haven't got a hammer, so I used the drill to hammer these things in. And now we're on the home straight. All we have to do is put these screw holder bracket attachment things on. I'm going to call them bracket attachments for now. Again, I don't know what they're called. So you have to put 4 in, same colour on each one so the board is square, and this is what connects the board to the wire, so you can hang the board on the wire. And that's it. All you've got to do is hang your board on the wires, nice and easy. Put your surround on, put your ring light back on, and you're good to go. Sounds easy, doesn't it? Well, watch me absolutely balls it up. And that sums up my DIY skills in one short clip. But the second time around I got it right, got the surround on, got the ring light on, and it's finally time to test out to see if the Wispa is quieter than a normal board on a wall. I'm going to show you 3 darts with the Wispa and then a single dart without the Wispa, then with the Wispa, so you can compare for yourself.
And now you've heard them both for yourself, it's time for the summary. And I have to admit, on the video, they do sound quite similar. The Wispa does sound quieter, and I have to admit, in real life, it does sound even quieter than it does on the video. But one thing I will say is, the sound is completely different. When you're throwing at the Wispa, the sound is a lot quicker and sharper. And when it's not on the Wispa, it's more of a thud, a longer lasting sound. It's quite hard to explain. But in my opinion, does the Wispa work? Yes, it does. Now, I can't vouch for my Mormon friends next door because obviously I can't go around there and see. But this side, definitely, it is quieter. And you have to take into account the Wispa is actually made for the person the other side of the wall and not this side of the wall. You're always going to get sound from this side of the wall. It's inevitable, it's a dartboard. But it's more what happens on the other side. And because the dartboard sits off the wall on some wires, there's going to be no thudding on the wall as it vibrates through the wall. It's just thudding on the wires. You can see there how springy it is. Should you buy them for yourself? If you've got neighbours next door that are complaining, I definitely would do it. I think it's worth it. I think personally the sound next door will be quietened down enough for them not to want to complain. So it is definitely worth the money. I'm going to play them one more time each so you can hear them. And just before you go, one more thing is I am doing a giveaway for the Scully. If you haven't seen already, I will be giving it away. Actually, that's a lie. I'm not fully giving it away. I'm going to raffle it off. I'm going to raffle it off and give all the money to charity. I'm going to announce in the next few weeks how to enter the raffle, so make sure you stay tuned. It'll be £5 a ticket and the charity will be mined. So feel free, if you want to win a Scully for £5, keep watching, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.